There's our hero under the light and ready to go. So we're back in the final stage of our trilogy that we're showing you all how to style your food and then how to light it properly and photograph it. So you don't need a lot of the fancy schmancy lighting stuff. We're going to get into that. It's beautiful.
How do we look?
Perfect.
Are we doing?
We should put some aluminum foil on that. You could tan yourself outside.
We were doing this on Saturday. You're so annoyed with us.
Yeah, we are. He is so annoyed
Working
with
these people. Oh my goodness. I work with
well,
you
you're
every
no
day.
walk in the park, Steinitz, let me tell you.
All right, so look, I know you're at home and you're thinking, I can't afford a very expensive camera. You don't. We wanted to do this, step it out today. I did, at least from my perspective, to show you how you can shoot these with your iPhone, the benefits of something like that and the drawbacks to it. You can use a simple point and shoot. I would recommend one on the higher end of that, of the pay scale. And then there's the professional grade quality cameras, which it's really more about the lens, the glass. It's going to get you the shots that you need more so than the body. But we're going to show you how these all work out. So we have the camera set up. Let's talk about lighting first. As I said, fancy schmancy, don't need it, but this is not a high end setup here. You can find these online. You can also take, a lot of people would be tempted to say, hey, I can just go to, you know, a home improvement store and get this. I want to show you the difference of this. And I'm not saying that you can't do this. You want to be careful on the wattage you put in here if you want a bright light. But also, do you see the difference between the two? Do you see how this is more yellow?
This is whiter.
It's whiter. This is what's called daylight balance. The same light temperature as outside if you go outside. If I take this indoor light, you know how we all look better on candlelight?
Right.
You go out for a nice romantic dinner, you sit by candlelight.
Low candlelight.
Right.
Low light.
Low light.
Yeah.
But if I bring this in, this color will contaminate my food and I'll have a yellow hue on it.
Okay.
So a lot of people, when they do it, they say, I don't want you to put filters over your food.
Question.
Yes.
Question. You say you could get this online. What is this called if I want to get it online?
This is called a softbox.
Okay.
And then these, I call them little ice cream cone lights. But if you see, if I turn this off real quick, I'll turn it down. You can see that they're
little squirrel, like a lightsaber. Those.
They're about $25 a piece, and they put out a tremendous amount of light, and it's not hot.
Okay.
And if you didn't have the light, you recommend putting it as close to like a window with
like
light?
this window. Could we use this window here?
You could use that window. Today we don't have bright light. That's why I brought this, because you know we have to make plans. But you could do window light as long as it's not direct sunlight coming in.
Okay.
But you do want to light from behind, so it's always good. It makes your food look so much better when you're lighting from the back. But what happens is the front goes dark.
Yeah,
okay?
I don't like the lighting right now.
So what we're going to do is I'm going to show you how to fix this. All you need is some foam core, right, that you can find at any craft store. You know, the back is black. By the way, this is the negative side. If you want to subtract light, you use the dark. If you want to add light, you use the white side.
Now, why do we want to add light?
While we set this up, will you remove, because I think some of there's too many fries. It's distracting from my hero, even though we have a big one. But while you style that, and this is what you could do, is you look at it and you go, from a photographer's standpoint, I want my sandwich to be the hero. I want this is all the accoutrement. This is all the sort of the orchestra around what I'm trying to build here. I want to show you while she's doing that, maybe we get a tight shot of the bun here on the side, and I'm going to bring in the light, and you're going to be able to see. Well, actually, here's another trick too. You can use a mirror, and a mirror will also let you bring in light. If we can come tight on that shot.
Is that the one you carry around with you, Mark?
This is the one that, yes, I make you carry. But you see how it's affecting the light on the side? And it's kind of hard to tell because we're in a flat light situation here, but you can use it or you can bounce it off the front. Again, this could be window light coming through, and you could use it to bounce back in. So, Christina, I've built a V-flat, as we call these.
So just tape together foam core?
Just tape together and bring it in. And it doesn't matter that this is so close to the food because I'm going to frame all of that out. Here's another really good tip. The closer the light, the better. The softer the light will be on your food. You think, oh, I want it to be a real soft light, so I'll move it away. You want to bring it closer.
Okay.
And then bring this into a point, and it's allowing the light to bounce off of the foam core back into the front of your food. Okay. So I'm going to come over here. I've kind of framed this up ahead of time a little bit. Can you bring the back flat out just a little bit?
A little bit there?
There you go.
All right.
And I'm going to take this picture. Let's see how that's the start of it. So if we can, it's a
That looks pretty good already.
So you see where we're going with this, and I would crop that. I'm going to show you, we printed some that we shot at our house, but this is pretty close. I actually like this. I'm going to cross over here, pardon me.
Okay.
This is, so we shot, as I said, with the iPhone, we shot with a point and shoot, and we shot with the high-end expensive camera. This was shot, yeah, Jesse, come over here, you can see. This was shot with the iPhone. For me, what I like about this, I don't mind the handle. See how it seems so big? You're limited in what you can do, but I got myself distracted with what was going on back here. So an iPhone is not going to let you set a depth of field to blur things out. Still works. Do you like the image?
Still works, and if you only had an iPhone,
yeah.
just toss the pillows aside so there's no one behind you.
Yeah, or put it so there's nothing really far off. Let it so it'll naturally blur out. So
You can
that
put
was
one
the
of those boards in the back too. You know, you can put a board.
so it
I've
looks
done
like
that.
it's infinity?
Yes, I've
Sure.
done that many times.
So you can do that. So that's the iPhone. Now this was shot with a point and shoot.
Isn't that nice? Look
It
at
turned
that.
out very nice. I thought the image quality actually on the iPhone and the simple point and shoot works well. Again, this is all the same lighting setups. Now let's move on to the more professional grade. So here we are. This is what we shot with my camera here. I love what was happening here. What it allows the higher end cameras to do is soften the light, soften the tea, soften the fries with it, and really let this pop out so it's not competing. What I didn't like about the framing of it, and I'll show you the difference, is here's our final. I'm going to keep these two together, see if you can see these. Christine, can you hold that bottom one for me?
Yes.
What you'll see is we cropped in, and
Now the burger's the
this,
focal point.
I got rid of all of this on the side. We brought this in. We brought this in. These are suggestions for our burger. It's all part of the orchestra. This is the main show, so we wanted to focus on all
Now,
that.
may I say, Mark and I are going to be working on my next cookbook together, and for a professional cookbook, this would be the shot I would choose because the focal point is this, and as I say, people eat with their eyes, and I want to eat this cardboard right now because it looks that delicious.
And yeah, you couldn't eat that. That burger was raw.